The phone rang, and my heart stopped. It's as if my heart already knew that the doctor was calling with news that no one wants to get. You see, I'd already lost my father to his second heart attack, and now the doctor was calling me with more bad news, that my mom had Alzheimer's. My life changed in an instant. I was chasing after my kids before dinner, not a care in the world, and then the phone slipped to the floor, and in that moment, I made a decision. I looked at my kids. I looked at my life. And I decided I would never go down this road. I never wanted my kids to have to face those kinds of harsh realities that I was facing. And I never want you, if you can help it, to have to face those realities. If you've ever gotten that call that nobody wants to get, if you've ever buried a family member before their time, then you know how I felt in that moment. My name is Dr. Mitra Ray, and I want to be around to dance at my grandchildren's wedding. That's why I started taking responsibility to make lifestyle changes, reduce stress, pay attention to my sleep, hydrate, exercise, and most importantly, get more plants into my body. To that end, for the last 27 years, I have been eating and recommending a whole food nutritional product called Juice Plus. No, it's not a juice, but it is food. Juice Plus is encapsulated plant powders and omega fats. What that means is that it's a salad in a capsule form. And Mom Win, these plant powders also come in chewable form, and the omegas can also serve as a chewable, as they don't taste like fish. They have kind of an orange popsicle taste to them, and that's good for the kiddos' growing brains. These products have an impressive body of research behind them. What that means is that there's nothing else available today in any place in the world, with or without a prescription, that has been shown to do what Juice Plus can do for the whole body. It's safe and protects your cells from womb to tomb. I wish my parents had this earlier in their life. It leaves me with so many questions, so many what-ifs, which is why I am here today. It's my privilege to share 3 quick research updates on our Whole Food Juice Plus products, especially from the perspective of brain health. I hope this makes my parents proud. The first thing I want to share is the update on omegas, because they are so critical for every cell in your body. People would ask, Dr. Mitra, what supplement should I take for omegas? And to this, I had no answer other than, well, you just have to eat a variety of seeds and nuts, so grind them up, put them in your smoothie, or put them on top of salads every day. Honestly, even for a dedicated healthy eater like me, that was no small feat. And taking a supplement wasn't the answer, so I thought. I didn't trust the industry because of the many technical challenges involved in putting these delicate omega fats into capsule form. What that means is that the omega soft gels on the health food shelf today most likely have a rancid fats in them because they have to have been exposed to heat to get them into those gel caps. I would never recommend that. Yet I knew from the research I did on heart and brain health to help my parents that the science shows that those who have the most omega fats in their diet do better. As far as the brain is concerned, it is an omega hog. It hoards omega fats so that it can function properly. And the key indicator for cardiovascular health is a test for how much omega-3, especially EPA and DHA, is found in your red blood cells. Doctors are particularly interested in these 2 omega fats, and this measurement is called the omega index. What that means is that your red blood cells can bounce around and do their job. Just like you can't dance or do yoga when you're stiff, having lots of omega makes these membranes more fluid, and so the red blood cells in your body are more fluid and functional. Here is an impressive graph showing the changes in the fluidity of your red blood cells from the start of the study to 16 weeks later. Comparing the 2 blue bars, the control group shows no significant change, whereas there's a significant change in the omega index from taking 2 omega capsules a day. Now, the green shows the synergistic effect of adding the other fruit, vegetable, and berry blend to this omega regimen, giving an even higher omega index. Finally, the yellow shows continued improvement with taking 4 omega capsules a day. So with 4 capsules, the fun dancing really begins for your red blood cells. These omegas are captured safely using a proprietary technology and contain not just omega-3, but the full spectrum of omega-3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 as found in Mother Nature. When I researched how a full spectrum of omegas protect us, I realized that Juice Plus omegas are way ahead of their time, and I wish I had them around for my parents. While everyone else is telling you to take omega-3 supplements, I am telling you that you need a full spectrum blend of omegas as found in Mother Nature. She does not mess around. The second piece of research I want to share is about polyphenols, which is a big word, but don't let that scare you from learning about this incredible family of nutrients found in a diet rich in fruits and vegetables. Polyphenols keep you young and healthy. When you hear words like adaptogens or antioxidants, think polyphenols. They are the key to the kingdom of great health. They help us look and feel younger, so we want them. Dr. Bresciani is an Italian scientist, and she is passionate about polyphenols. When she saw the Juice Plus product, she was immediately curious about their polyphenol content, and more importantly, whether they get absorbed in our body. In this study, the subjects were asked to not take drugs or supplements before the study for a 2-week washout period. They spent a night at the lab fasting, and the first thing they did in the morning was to take the fruit, veggie, and berry blends. The researchers then took blood samples over a period of 10 hours. What they found was quite interesting. At different times, they saw different polyphenols in the blood, which the authors concluded showed how the bacteria in the gut metabolized those polyphenols in Juice Plus into other polyphenols. That means that your friendly bacteria love these polyphenols, and they use them to make even more polyphenols that help you stay super healthy, kind of like compound interest in your health savings account. So this first graph shows the polyphenols from the first part of the intestinal tract during the first few hours. Then other polyphenols peaked at 5 hours, which was indicative of how the bacteria in the colon were now metabolizing the polyphenols, and even at 10 hours, other polyphenol metabolites were found. I suppose they could have kept this study going, but these people eventually had to eat a real meal. Bless their hearts. Not only is this fascinating to me as a scientist, but provides me with highly practical information as a mom. I am so excited that my kids are getting that compound interest on polyphenols every day to stay healthy from the Juice Plus products. Polyphenols protect our cells from the daily toxicity we are exposed to, and this is critical for every organ, whether you are young or old. The time to start protecting yourself with Juice Plus capsules is now, regardless of age. And because of this Italian study, a group of brain function researchers in Spain got excited to see how this high level of polyphenol absorption from Juice Plus would enhance brain function. Here's the deal. Just like your body, your brain metabolizes sugar and oxygen to get stuff done, but in the process makes waste that needs to be constantly removed, not to mention environmental toxins as well. Polyphenols make all that happen better. The Spanish brain researchers knew that polyphenols do a great job increasing blood flow to the brain to deliver oxygen and sugar and other nutrients. They also protect our neurons from daily damage. This brings me to the third and final research update. If you care about your brain operating at its best, you will be glad you stayed on to hear the result of the very first study with Juice Plus and brain function. This study was done before the Juice Plus plant omegas were on the market, so it doesn't involve those omegas, although I can only imagine how much more of an impact adding the omegas would have made. This was a highly rigorous study, and if you're a geek like me and want to read this impressive study, take a screenshot and Google the first few words of the title. Briefly, they did 3 different tests that were challenging to determine if taking 2 capsules of each of the fruit, veggie, and berry blends would improve brain function. To give you an example, I am going to play a short video of one of the 3 tests, the Stroop Test, and see how you do. Kind of challenging, right? The whole study was challenging as it involved many tests, and I'm so thankful they found people willing to be part of this rigorous study. The Stroop Test is a well-known method to test for selective attention. And here you see a dramatic improvement after 16 weeks of eating Juice Plus when compared to placebo using 3 different variations of this Stroop Test. Next, they looked at many aspects of our executive function, which include the ability to plan, mental flexibility, sustained attention, and the speed of processing. Eating Juice Plus for 16 weeks resulted in significant improvements in both speed and execution, as seen in the Tessin test. Finally, they tested working memory using what's called a wrist test. This involves riddles and categories. Once again, the group that had the Juice Plus did significantly better than the placebo group. The final conclusion is that eating Juice Plus fruit, veggie, and berry blends rich in polyphenols improves executive function, working memory, selective and sustained attention, and the speed of processing. Where do I get some, right? One thing you and I both need is an easy way to get more plant omegas and plant polyphenols into our body daily. The Juice Plus Quad, as I like to call it, delivers exactly that. The omegas from 6 plants and the polyphenols from 30 plants in a more affordable way than trying to get that through food daily, not to mention the time to get it done. Of course, eat as many real fruits and vegetables as you can daily. In fact, I found that eating Juice Plus regularly made my children crave more fruits and veggies naturally. And it helped me improve my sleep. It gives me the energy to stay more active, and I'm more conscious of my health overall. And those kinds of results have been seen for over 20 years with hundreds of thousands of families around the world, eating Juice Plus regularly. 71% were consuming less fast food and soft drinks. 61% were eating more fruits and veggies. 71% were drinking more water. 66% were visiting the doctor less, 60% were missing fewer days of school, and 56% were taking fewer over-the-counter and prescription drugs. What is that worth to a parent? To make Juice Plus more affordable for the whole family, I suggest the Healthy Start for Families program, where when you sign up for the capsules yourself, you can sponsor a child between the ages of 4 and 18 or college-bound to get the fruit and veggie blends for free for up to 4 years. Talk to your Juice Plus partner about how you can get started right away with our quad. My name is Dr. Mitra Ray, and whether you're a vegan or a junk food junkie or somewhere in the middle, I recommend Juice Plus for everyone. I want to leave you with this. I cannot go back in time and save my parents from their fate. I cannot reverse my loss, which was profound. What I can do is be an example for my kids. They are adults now and finishing up their college education. In raising them, what I found was most important was my example, more than any words I ever spoke to them. Recently, one of my daughters said to me, "Mom, I love you so much. I don't know what I would do if I had anyone else as a mom. My friends always come to me with their challenges because they think I'm so wise, and all I do is tell them what you have taught me, that I am responsible for my health, my happiness, and my life."